Imagine standing before a river that flows in 7 different colors, like liquid rainbow. Watching water cascade down what locals call God's staircase, or floating effortlessly on water so salty you literally cannot sink. Picture yourself climbing 740 steps, carved into a massive rock, towering 650 feet above a flooded valley. Or witnessing lakes that change colors overnight, like nature's own mood rings. These aren't scenes from a fantasy movie or digital art. These are real places that exist on our planet right now. Hidden from the mainstream world, waiting to completely shatter everything you thought you knew about Earth. What if I told you there's a house built on a tiny rock in the middle of a raging river that has survived every flood for over 50 years? Or a lake in freezing Siberia that stays warm enough for a hot bath year-round? From volcanic craters that paint themselves in impossible colors to waterfalls that flow chocolate. From ancient palaces with nearly 1,000 windows to modern airports housing waterfalls taller than skyscrapers. These are the 20 hidden wonders you won't believe actually exist. Today, we're diving into destinations so unbelievable, so absolutely mind-blowing, that you'll question if they're even real. I'm your host, taking you on this incredible journey through time travel. So buckle up, because by the end of this video, your jaw will be on the floor and your travel bucket list will have completely exploded with destinations you never knew existed. Vietnam's Ban Gioc Falls cascade 300 feet down limestone terraces, creating what locals call the silver ribbon of the gods. This 3-tiered wonder straddles the Vietnam-China border, making it one of few waterfalls belonging to 2 countries. The falls transform seasonally, thunderous during monsoons with dancing rainbows in the mist, gentle in winter, allowing swimming in turquoise pools. Limestone formations create natural infinity pools reflecting the sky like suspended mirrors. Traditional villages surround the falls where farmers have lived for generations. Fun fact: the mineral-rich water is so pure that locals believe it has healing properties, with many making pilgrimages to drink from the sacred pools, and the mist creates a microclimate supporting rare orchids found nowhere else. Chile's Valle de la Luna in the Atacama Desert is so alien that NASA uses it to test Mars rovers and train astronauts. This 25-square-mile landscape of salt formations and wind-carved sandstone looks like another planet. As sunset approaches, the valley transforms into a theater of colors. Rose gold melting into deep purples across formations older than human civilization. The silence here is profound, broken only by wind creating natural symphonies across salt crystals. Some areas haven't seen rain in recorded history. Fun fact: the Atacama Desert is so dry that some weather stations have never recorded rainfall in over 100 years, making it more arid than Mars and so sterile it's used to test life detection equipment. The Dead Sea sits at Earth's lowest point, 1,412 feet below sea level, with water 10 times saltier than the ocean. This hypersaline lake has been humanity's natural spa for over 2,000 years. Cleopatra established cosmetic factories here for the mineral-rich therapeutic waters. Floating effortlessly feels like defying gravity as your body cannot sink. The shores are museums of constantly changing salt sculptures shaped by evaporation. Unfortunately, this ancient wonder shrinks over 3 feet annually due to water diversions. Fun fact: the Dead Sea is so salty that no fish or plants can survive. But it contains unique extremophile bacteria that thrive in conditions that would kill most life forms. Colombia's Caño Cristales, the river that escaped from paradise, flows in 7 brilliant colors between July and November, when conditions align perfectly. Endemic Macarenia clavigera plants bloom underwater in vibrant reds, creating a living canvas visible through crystal clear waters. This 62-mile river reveals nature as artist, with yellow sands, blue waters, green moss, and red plants changing daily. Local Tinigua people consider it sacred, protecting this liquid cathedral for generations. The river's colors are so vivid, they seem artificial, yet entirely natural. Fun fact: the river was completely off limits to tourists until 2009 due to FARC guerrilla activity, making it one of the world's newest accessible natural wonders. Turkey's Lake Meke sits in a perfectly circular volcanic crater formed 9,000 years ago, creating an emerald jewel that reflects the sky so perfectly, visitors lose sense of direction. The surrounding tuff formations carved by wind into fairy chimneys create a natural amphitheater around this green mirror. Local legends speak of the lake as a sleeping giant's eye, and the otherworldly landscape supports this mythology. The mineral-rich waters support unique microorganisms that create the distinctive emerald color, so vivid it appears artificial. Fun fact: the lake's unusual green color comes from high concentrations of algae and minerals. And the water is so alkaline that it can actually preserve organic matter like a natural mummification chamber. Singapore's Jewel Changi Airport houses the world's tallest indoor waterfall, where 130 feet of cascading water plunges through the center of this architectural paradise, surrounded by 200,000 plants from around the globe. The rain vortex transforms at night with spectacular light shows, dancing across falling water, creating poetry in concrete and water. This engineering marvel turns an airport into a destination itself, bridging human ingenuity with natural beauty. The surrounding forest valley features walking trails, gardens, and play areas, making it a complete ecosystem under glass. Fun fact: the waterfall recycles rainwater collected from the airport's roof. And during heavy storms, the water flow can increase dramatically, creating an even more spectacular display. New Zealand's Huka Falls channels the Waikato River through a narrow rocky gorge before exploding over a 36-foot cascade with the incredible force of 58,000 gallons per second. The Maori name, Huka, means foam, perfectly describing the pristine white water emerging from this natural funnel. The fall's distinctive blue-green color comes from finely ground rock particles suspended in glacial water. Standing on viewing platforms, you feel the earth trembling beneath the water's tremendous power, while mist carries the scent of pure mountain water. Fun fact: the water is so powerful that it can move boulders weighing several tons during peak flow. And the temperature remains consistently cold at around 11 degrees Celsius, 52 degrees Fahrenheit, year-round. Hidden in Siberia's remote Uzan caldera, Geyser Lake maintains temperatures around 50 degrees Celsius year-round, creating a steaming oasis in one of Earth's coldest regions. This small but perfectly formed hot spring defies its frozen surroundings with mineral deposits painting the lakebed in brilliant yellows, blues, and greens. Nature's abstract masterpiece. The constantly steaming surface creates an ethereal atmosphere that indigenous peoples consider sacred. Reaching this exclusive natural wonder requires helicopter transport, making it one of Earth's most remote, accessible thermal features. Fun fact: the lake's vivid colors change throughout the day as different minerals react to temperature variations and sunlight, creating a living kaleidoscope that's never the same twice. Jaipur's Hawa Mahal, the Palace of Winds, rises 5 stories with 953 intricately carved windows designed in 1799 to allow royal women to observe street life unseen. This architectural marvel's honeycomb structure naturally cools the interior through ingenious air circulation, earning its Wind Palace nickname. The facade transforms throughout the day, from golden at sunrise to rose pink at sunset, with each window showcasing generations of Rajasthani craftsmanship. The building breathes with desert winds, making it a living piece of cultural heritage that combines function with breathtaking beauty. Fun fact: the palace is only one room deep, despite its impressive 5-story facade. And it was built without any foundation. The entire structure is supported by its ingenious interlocking design. Indonesia's Kelimutu volcano on remote Flores Island guards 3 crater lakes that change colors like living mood rings, shifting between turquoise, green, and maroon due to varying mineral concentrations and underwater volcanic activity. Local Leo people believe each lake houses different spirits, one for elders, one for young people, and one for those who died by evil means. The spiritual significance adds profound depth to this visual spectacle, creating a pilgrimage site where science and spirituality converge. The lakes can change color overnight, making each visit a unique encounter with Earth's mysterious forces. Fun fact: the 3 lakes sit within 50 meters of each other, but can be completely different colors simultaneously. And scientists still can't fully explain why they change colors so dramatically and unpredictably. Ha Long Bay emerges from the Gulf of Tonkin like a materialized fairy tale. With over 1,600 limestone karsts rising from emerald waters. Vietnamese mythology tells of dragons descending to defend the land, their tails carving valleys now filled by the sea. Traditional junk boats drift between stone sentinels past floating fishing villages, where families have lived on water for generations. Each karst holds hidden caves adorned with millennia-old stalactites, creating underwater cathedrals accessible only to adventurous explorers. The bay's ethereal beauty has inspired countless legends and continues to mystify visitors with its otherworldly seascape. Fun fact: many of the limestone islands are hollow, containing enormous caves. Some large enough to house entire aircraft hangars, and new caves are still being discovered regularly. Serbia's Drina River House perches impossibly on a mid-river rock, representing human determination in its purest form. Built in 1968 by swimmers seeking shelter, this tiny wooden structure has survived decades of floods, storms, and changing seasons, becoming an international icon of resilience. The one-room house sits on its rocky island like a meditation on simplicity, accessible only by boat or brave swimming. Its survival through numerous devastating floods has transformed it into a symbol of endurance, inspiring photographers and dreamers worldwide. Fun fact: the house has been destroyed and rebuilt multiple times due to floods. But locals always reconstruct it in exactly the same spot, making it a testament to human stubbornness and the power of simple dreams. Greece's Corinth Canal slices through solid limestone like a sword cut, connecting the Ionian and Aegean seas via a passage just 70 feet wide. This engineering marvel, dreamed of by ancient emperors including Julius Caesar and finally completed in 1893, allows ships to bypass the treacherous 185-mile journey around the Peloponnesus. Standing on bridges spanning this narrow waterway, you witness ships navigating between vertical walls rising over 260 feet. The canal represents humanity's eternal desire to reshape geography, turning ancient dreams into modern reality through sheer determination and engineering brilliance. Fun fact: the canal is so narrow that large modern ships can't use it. And it's actually too small for most cruise ships, making it more of a spectacular tourist attraction than a major shipping route. Kayangan Lake in Rhone, Palawan, hides behind jagged limestone cliffs like a secret garden, fed by underground springs that maintain perfect year-round clarity, allowing 100-foot visibility. The surrounding karst formations create a natural cathedral with light filtering through crevices to illuminate underwater landscapes. Local Tagbanua people considered this sacred for centuries, protecting it from outside influence through traditional guardianship. They preserved an ecosystem so pristine, every visit feels like discovering Eden. The lake's turquoise waters contrast dramatically with white limestone walls, creating a natural masterpiece. Fun fact: the lake is a mix of fresh and salt water, creating unique underwater thermoclines, where different temperatures and densities create visible layers, like liquid geology you can swim through. High in the Swiss Alps, the Rhone Glacier begins its ancient journey at Huka Pass, serving as the source of the mighty Rhone River while offering rare accessibility to living ice. This retreating glacier creates urgent opportunities to witness one of Europe's most significant ice formations through artificially carved blue ice tunnels that are reconstructed annually. Walking inside these LED-illuminated cathedral-like passages means standing within ice that has been flowing for thousands of years, creating an otherworldly experience of being inside Earth's frozen history. The glacier's dramatic retreat tells the story of climate change in real time. Fun fact, the glacier has retreated over 1.3 kilometers since 1870. And scientists predict it could completely disappear within 50 years, making it a vanishing wonder that future generations may never experience. Ethiopia's Dallol hydrothermal field in the Danakil Depression creates landscapes so alien they challenge belief. With sulfur springs and salt formations painting the earth in impossible yellows, greens, and oranges. Located 410 feet below sea level in one of Earth's hottest places, this harsh environment somehow supports extremophile organisms that offer insights into potential life on other planets. The landscape shifts constantly as underground volcanic activity creates new formations, making every visit a unique encounter with Earth's creative forces. The area's otherworldly beauty attracts scientists and adventurers seeking to understand life's limits. Fun fact, the area experiences surface temperatures regularly exceeding 125 degrees Fahrenheit, 52 degrees Celsius. And the colorful formations are created by sulfur, salt, and various minerals that would be toxic to most life forms. Yet specialized bacteria thrive here. Thrive. Arizona's Grand Falls transforms from a modest trickle into a thundering 181-foot chocolate cascade during spring snowmelt and monsoon seasons, when the sediment-laden Little Colorado River creates its distinctive brown coloration. Located on Navajo Nation land, these falls carry deep cultural significance for local tribes who have witnessed their seasonal transformation for generations. The surrounding painted desert landscape amplifies the fall's drama, creating scenes of raw beauty that embody the American Southwest's wild heart. The chocolate color comes from red sandstone and clay particles suspended in the rushing water. Fun fact, the falls are completely dry most of the year and can appear suddenly after rainstorms, transforming from nothing to a massive waterfall in just hours, earning them the nickname Arizona's Niagara Falls. Mongolia's Wulin Lake emerges from the Tengger Desert like a sapphire dropped by gods, maintaining its brilliant blue color despite surrounding golden dunes, one of nature's most striking contrasts. This high-altitude lake's mineral content supports unique microscopic life forms, contributing to its otherworldly hue that seems impossible in such an arid environment. Reaching this remote gem requires crossing some of Earth's most challenging terrain, making it a true pilgrimage for serious adventurers. The absolute silence here is broken only by shifting sand and occasional desert birds, creating a meditative experience of pure isolation. Fun fact: the lake's water is so salty that it supports only specialized halophilic, salt-loving bacteria, which actually contribute to its intense blue color through their unique biological processes. Colombia's La Piedra del Peñol rises 650 feet from Antioquia's landscape like a granite monolith placed by giants. With 740 carved steps leading to panoramic views of the surrounding reservoir and scattered islands. Local Guatapé people have long considered this massive rock sacred. And climbing its zigzag staircase carved into the stone face feels like ascending to touch the sky itself. The summit reveals a transformed landscape where the creation of Guatapé Reservoir turned valleys into islands, creating new geography that blends natural beauty with human engineering ambition in spectacular fashion. Fun fact: the rock is estimated to be over 70 million years old. And the staircase was built in the 1950s by a local man who wanted to claim the rock for his town, though both neighboring towns still dispute ownership today. Oahu's Haiku stairs climb 3,922 steps, nearly straight up Ko'olau mountain range through cloud forest to reveal views encompassing the entire Pacific horizon. Originally built for military radio installations, these stairs represent one of Earth's most dramatic hiking challenges, though they're officially closed to the public. The misty mountain environment creates an ethereal atmosphere where Earth meets sky, making every step feel like climbing into heaven itself. The stairs remain a powerful symbol of human determination to access the impossible, drawing adventurers despite legal restrictions. Fun fact: the stairs were built in the 1940s to access a top-secret radio station. And they're made of over 3,000 individual steps that were originally wooden, but later replaced with metal due to Hawaii's intense weather conditions. There you have it, fellow time travelers. 20 incredible hidden wonders that prove our planet is more extraordinary than we ever imagined. From Vietnam's divine waterfalls to Hawaii's heavenly stairs, from Colombia's rainbow rivers to Mongolia's desert jewels. These places remind us that magic still exists in our world. Which of these mind-blowing destinations surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let me know which one is going straight to the top of your travel bucket list. If this video opened your eyes to the incredible hidden wonders waiting to be discovered, smash that like button, subscribe to Time Travel for more amazing adventures, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss our journeys to the world's most unbelievable places. Until next time, Keep exploring, keep wondering, and remember, the best adventures are always just one click away.